He's out there to destroy East versus West, the same East versus West that he himself created with so much love and so much passion. It will all over be WL versus PAL again. Some athletes will stay with East versus West, some will go to Engin's new league, which I'm quite sure he's going to create soon. So why did I say that this was all a coordinated attack? I was informed by someone about 30 hours ago that this is going to happen today. And it's not just a coincidence that all of these arm wrestlers are posting the same thing in almost the same language at the same time. Obviously, Engin Terzi asked all of them to do this. So in the past, it was Igor and now it is Engin Terzi. Nothing has changed. These arm wrestlers will do and they will say whatever they are told to say. I got a comment saying that Igor did it for the money and Engin is doing for the love of the sport.
I know Igor was an arm wrestler, but he did provide awesome matches, but only after, making sure he was taken care of, and it was just a money thing. Like, there you go. Engin's not in this for the money, and most other promoters are.
Go! Really? Engin sold East versus West for a couple of $1 million, and that may be the biggest reason why it's falling apart now. If Engin never got greedy for money, if he never sold it, then East versus West would still be standing intact today.
I love arm wrestling, and I'm not in part of arm wrestling for money.
Hello guys, I just had hair transplantation.
What are we driving here?
What do I drive?
Yeah, let's just throw it down on people a little bit.
It's a BMW.
Whenever they see me, they are looking at me. Oh, this is ATM machine.
The only person who sold the arm wrestling league for his profit and then destroyed it is the person that people say didn't do it for the money. He was the only person who was saying right from the beginning that the day I don't at least break even is the day when I stop organizing East versus West. Engin started with these threats from East versus West 2, and he kept these threats going until East versus West 6, when he finally realized that yes, it is a profitable product. It is never not going to make him profit.
You know me, that I had that passion.
A long time ago that if anybody could do it, it was going to be you, because you had the mental capacity.
I'm not going to organize this anymore. You understand?
No,
No. I have enough headache,
I got so angry. I got very, very angry. I'm just going to fucking hurt him. I'm going to fuck him up.
You hypocrite. You idiot.
Go back 2.5 years or whenever East versus West channel started. I was like, Engin, didn't you be putting the East versus West matches videos on the East versus West channel? Like, it doesn't look professional. Where is the East versus West 8 footage? It's not on the official East versus West channel. It's on Engin Terzi Enigma of Rage channel. The guy did not want that channel to grow, and he was clear about it.
Don't think that I ever asked anyone to subscribe my channel, I just love arm wrestling. I wasn't even gonna monetize. I have Pradeep just like convinced me, you need to monetize your channel. I'm like, I don't know how to do it, and I don't care,
And I was like, always like, Engin, we should put this video on East versus West channel. And it was like, nope, that thing is going on my channel. Because why? Because it's going to get a lot of views and a lot of subscribers.
You could call me greedy.
What was the catalyst to that happening? What was his reasoning? Was it amicable, or was this a ugly split?
There was a couple of disagreements between Robert, me, and against Engin. So Robert tried really hard to put everybody back together, but he was like, nope, it's my way or the highway. Have half the stream, half of the first couple hours free for everybody to watch, the whole world to watch. And then we'll keep maybe 4, 5, 6, whatever that we feel that's necessary, they are big movers, like maybe Devin, Levon, Hermes. Those are our big movers, right? That's what we're trying to do.
And Engin was vehemently against that, you're saying?
Yeah. Another thing that I would like to talk to Engin, like, if company is not yours, why you try to control things? I didn't try to do anything other than my own lane.
And he was basically, was he using him leaving East versus West as a bargaining chip in getting his way on that specific point?
Yeah, well, every time we disagree on something, it'll be like, I quit. So
Me.
So throughout our partnerships, it was always, oh, you disagree with me, I'm out.
Me.
It was his way or the highway. But
Me.
Shut your mouth, mate.
You just leave the group chat. I mean, I don't know how to.
Whoa, so you guys would be discussing this and he would leave the group chat?
Yeah.
Did Engin get out of his lane? Yes, to help them.
Roman is the rat. So Roman is an Engin employee. For 2 weeks, he did not submit any work. I see you submitting no work. What happened? He says, oh, well, I'm working on Engin's podcast. Then I says, where's the videos? He says, well, Engin's rejecting all the videos. I'm like, why is Engin rejecting all the videos? I'm head of social media. I need to be able to see the videos. And he says, well, does it matter if he rejects them or not? I'm still working, aren't I? I says, who's your boss right now? He says, well, it's Engin. So I go, well, I'm the one signing off and paying your paycheck. Engin says that if you want to use my face and my voice on my podcast, I need approval. But he's apparently rejecting every work that Roman sends to him. So I said, then don't use Engin's face. He's rejecting everything. Goes and rats me out, goes tell Engin.
What is it, General?
My lord, the fleet has moved out of Lightspeed. Comscan has detected an energy field protecting...
He tells the rest of the staff about, oh, well, Engin needs to go manage and censor everything out. I'm like, you can't do that to all the employees behind my back. I'm like, okay, well, Roman, I gave you a chance. I told you who was the, who's in charge, and you think it's still Engin when Engin's still 100%. I'm like, okay, well, you're out, right?
Say, Engin quit. But they don't talk about how I was brought to that point. At some point, they will make me share, and I will share with the evidences. But I don't want to go there.
Is mine. It's nothing.
At some point, they will make me share, but I don't want to go there.
You guys were planning on doing this event in Azerbaijan. What was the straw that broke the camel's back on that? Because I feel like I remember that being announced like just days ago. So what happened?
Engin quit before that card was released. And so it came from a non-official manner.
So basically, Engin, effectively as a non-employee of East vs. West, just announced some matches while not even working there.
Yeah.
How the fuck would you show me something if I couldn't have it?
This time it was in Azerbaijan. We don't speak the language. So we had a local guy who came up to us and said, hey, I volunteer to help you guys out. In the middle of the negotiations, Engin stepped in and he says, oh, don't talk to Robert, just talk to me. To kind of take over. And Robert's like, okay, well, Engin knows him really well. He went radio silence for a while. And that's when Engin was trying to play some games with this whole thing.
Some people say that, oh, Engin, you tell Atlas to do this, do that. No, I quit it.
In the chat, do you think Engin has orchestrated all of these athletes to quit? Do you think he's sending the messages asking them to do this?
I know he did go to some athletes that came back to us and reported that, but I cannot say for everybody else.
It is athletes that have been telling me, Engin, we signed contract with you, and we trusted you, and you need to be with us. And that is the only reason that I continue discussing with Robert up to this day. And during this time, many times I have told athletes, guys, just let me retire, just let me rest.
It can't be the reason why they've all quit.
Well, we know the reason is because Engin told him to.
Correct.
I mean, I don't think it's any more complicated than that. Like, I heard that there's chat groups and, like, it's all orchestrated. That's what I'm told.
But I tried to get Vitaly on the show, but he's pretty pissed off at the moment. Vitaly's pretty pissed off because he's getting a lot of pressure not to pull in the USA, to not let the USA win. Some powers to be want the Baku event to win and get the Devon Vitaly match.
Times I have told athletes, guys, just let me retire, just let me rest.
We had no idea. We had no idea what's happening with Azerbaijan. We had no idea. We had no confirmation. And we were pushed for confirmation because, like, it's getting closer to event day.
Yeah.
So finally, on Friday, Robert sent a message to Azerbaijan, says, we need an answer right now. They didn't respond quick enough, and we needed to get going.
Organizer in Azerbaijan, Elmar Alekbarov, to say that he is not going to do East versus West in Azerbaijan if Engin is not involved. This is a complete lie.
Venue had not corresponded with East versus West in months or weeks. And I've seen the messages, prompts from Robert, trying to establish connection, no response, ghosted.
The tally for the loss. The date got changed, guys. The date is now August the 2nd. I believe it's going to be in Baku, Azerbaijan.
This match was not announced by me, but it was announced by Devon. I didn't tell this to Devon, and Elmar didn't tell this to Devon. So who told this to Devon? Where did Devon learn? Robert told Devon, and Devon accepted this. So
Baku was confirmed months before Chicago. months. Initially, it was for the 9th of August. It was confirmed. Baku. I knew I was pulling Vitaly in Baku on the 9th of August months ago. It got changed to the 2nd. We switched to the 2nd. Everything was good. No problem. Planning on the 2nd. I arrived in Chicago probably 3 or 4 days before the event. Right away, I hear that Engin has not spoken to Robert in approximately 10 days and that he has quit.
The only time that there was no information was only 10 days. 10 days when Elmar was in Moscow for business trip.
It's now transpired from Engin. I know he said on his channel that the guy from Baku didn't reply to Robert for 10 days. Well, there you go. And the excuse was because he had a business trip to Moscow. Well, I live in Moscow. You think phones don't work here? We have 5G faster than most countries. Sometimes you just got to cut the crap. He didn't get back. We know that's true now. So we've got that full story. And no wonder that they went with the Shore Classic. Makes perfect sense.
The day before 10:30 p.m. of Chicago time, Robert wrote a message to Elmar when it was 7:30 a.m. in the morning. For Elmar was 1 hour to confirm. Elmar, when he wake up, and then he confirmed this about like 5-6 hours later.
What we got from the eastern side is that right before the previous East versus West event, a day before that the Baku venue was confirmed.
False.
Okay, guys, what do we have right now? We have free venue, free hotel. Also, we have...
I don't think that they have power. I don't think they have Wi-Fi. I don't think they have rooms confirmed.
Sponsorship for Devon and Vitaly. Vitaly, as you see, is ready. We only have one question. Devon, are you ready?
This person doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
So is Elmar just lying when he's saying that Robert Baxter told him that only if Devon goes there, then there'll be an event at Baku? Is he lying?
I have been told that he's lying.
By who?
By Robert and by Dexter. They said it's an outright lie.
And I talked with Robert, and Robert said that he's trying to convince Devon to pull in Azerbaijan, and hopefully he accepts.
They said it's an outright lie.
Why would he do that? What does he gain out of that?
Why? Why do you think he would do it? Listen, let's use our brains for a second here.
Maybe someone is telling him to do that?
Hello everyone. Yesterday I and Robert had a talk, and we both agreed that there needs to be done something that nothing wrong would happen. There would be nothing negative. Everyone, I think I and Robert, we have reached to an agreement. Hello everyone. I and Robert, we still discuss about finding a solution. Robert has reached me out and he offered for a peaceful solution, an agreement to work together. Hello everyone. I have been quiet, and that is what Robert has suggested. He said that let's give a chance to make an agreement. People ask me if I still talk with Robert. Yes, we are still talking and things are going positive. Last week, once again, Robert has reached me out and he said, Engin, let's make an agreement. It has been 1.5 months that I and Robert, work on an agreement. So
we've had several conversations about working together. It's gone nowhere.
Things are going positive.
So negotiations between Engin and me have come to an end. We wish him all the best.
I think everything is fine. Everything is great. I don't see any problem. I and Robert, we have no negative feelings about each other. Yeah.
Liar! It has been extremely frustrating. I've worked on figuring out what happened to our pay-per-view system. It's pretty damning. It's going to tell you, oh, it's failed because it's not secure, but because it's incognito mode, it doesn't remember anything. It's currently pointing to Turkey. Turkey, right? You guys see it, right? It's pointing to Turkey.
This looks familiar. Where have I seen this before?
We were receiving some attempts on our website to be taken down. With 100% certainty, it was coming from the country of Turkey.
So at 4:35 UTC, it's 10:30 something p.m. That is the exact same time where I mentioned to the whole arm wrestling world that East versus West has finally released the complete rule set on evwsports.com/rules. And minutes later, they changed something and crashed our entire website.
Where are the written set of rules and regulations for East versus West? I've been requesting that to Engin Terzi for more than a year now.
Coincidence? Not. Who did it? I don't know. But it's definitely what I would call a rat.
I think everything is fine. Everything is great.
East versus West, right? So
Yeah, that was perfect. You showed me the right time. Like the time that hosting, I was the hosting. The hosting, I was hosting. The last time that event, was the event.
Yes. Yep. And I think, unfortunately, this is kind of a dirty business. There are people out there.
I suggest those people to keep their puppets away.
And Engin was Robert's friend, his good friend. Robert saw that Engin was sick. Robert saw that, that this whole thing was making him sick. And he went to help him as a friend. Not like he was like, oh, I'm going to buy East versus West. And nothing like that. It was Engin who said, I trust you. I want you. If I'm going to sell to anybody, it's going to be to you. And Robert, being an incredible guy in the sport, decided that he'd take it on. I feel like Engin has bit him, you know?
A month ago, he was saying Robert Baxter is such a good friend and he's such a humble guy. He's such a respectful guy, respectable guy. He should be respected. He's the best to run this business.
Is Mr. Robert Baxter, one of a few people that I would close my eyes and trust. I have full trust for Robert as a person and also as someone who cares and loves arm wrestling.
And now he's referring to Robert Baxter as the main guy.
Only thing that main guy need to do, just write me a message.
Robert is such an enemy now that Engin cannot even mention his name with his mouth. What happened to the friendship? Robert is such a long friend. I know him for so many years. Now that he cannot even mention the name of that friend. That's how much animosity this guy can have with you if you don't do 100% of what he says. Forget about 99%. You have to do exactly what he says, even if he doesn't control you.
Terzi, I fucking salute you, man. I salute you for what you've done.
Let's see if
I'm
I'm trying to satisfy myself